What's up, everyone? I'm Colby Cheese, and I have a very special, awesome first peek at a game called Magicka Wizard Wars. This is a game that I got invited to check out in San Francisco among some select members of the YouTube community and press. We were some of the first in the world to check this out, and I got a chance to play it with the developers, and we were in a little LAN setting having some fun. And so let's talk about everything that this game has to offer. And if you can't tell by the tone of my voice, I'm super freaking excited about this game because I had a hell of a lot of fun. Now, some disclaimers. This game is like so super pre-alpha right now. So there are so many features that are currently needing to be added to the game. In fact, really the only thing that is truly in the game right now is what you see, the core gameplay. Outside of that, like a lot of the UI, you know, matchmaking friends, blah, 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 all that crap is really not even in the game yet. Even getting into a game kind of like requires a little bit of command line prompts. So either way, they've done a good job of showing us what the game is all about. Now, if you've played Magicka in the past, then you may be familiar with what you're seeing so far. The game is on a brand new engine from what I can tell, so it's definitely not going to be suffering from that same netcode errors that the original Magicka had when you try to play multiplayer with people, as far as I'm aware. Now, the thing is that originally Magicka, you would have these 5 different elements. Now, you notice down there on the bottom, you see Q, W, E, R, blah, 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 all those little buttons down there corresponding to different elements. Normally, you would have to queue up 5 different combinations of some of those elements, and you would make a spell. They've simplified it for this PvP MOBA style action that you're seeing here, and now you do like a combination of 3 elements. So right now you see me shooting out some water. Now you can throw out like 3 waters, you know, hit Q, 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 boom, you shoot out a little water bolt. You can hit some healing, you can shoot a little healing beam. You can throw out fireballs, combining rock and fire. You can do ice shards, you can throw out water. I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's kind of like you have all these different options to combat your enemies. And you'll notice right here, this is kind of like the pre-game screen. There's no real classes in the game right now. In fact, what you're going to see is that there are a combination of different robes and some accessories and staffs that you can use that will increase or decrease stats on your character, such as your strength to fire, but maybe you're weak to cold and things like that. Maybe you're faster, you have more health, slower, blah, 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 etc. Every little thing has a drawback and a benefit. So if you're good in one thing, you're going to be weak in another, and you kind of see the enemy team's strengths and weaknesses right before the match starts. So pretty interesting. Instead of using classes, you have that type of customization. Right now, shooting at the death beam, trying to melt my foes, but there are a couple of guys there. You'll notice I just started running super fast. If you look in the bottom, right next to my little elements that I can use, there are 4 little ability looking things. The first one that you get is a speed, and this bar slowly fills up over time, as well as very quickly when you get kills, and I believe assists as well. So the way it works is if you use the first ability, it uses up that bar. You're not going to be able to use the other abilities until a little bit later, so you have to kind of save them up. And the next one, I can actually revive fallen teammates for a short period of time. And then the third one, I've got this badass like death guy that comes out, and he'll do like 3/4 of somebody's health. He just like kind of seeks them out and whack, he'll cut them down. We'll see that in a second. And then finally there's this awesome meteor storm that flies down and just blows people to bits, and it's freaking awesome. So right now we're all healing each other up. We're in these little capture points. The way this game mode works is there are 3 capture points you can see on the minimap on the bottom left. The enemy controls 2 of them, and we just have this one in the top left. And there's a little bar there, and you'll see that if you have more points, you're going to be reducing your enemies, I think it's called spawn tickets, quicker, as well as when you kill people, you reduce their spawn tickets because they have to use one to spawn. The idea is to reduce the enemy's spawn tickets to 0 and then finish them off all the way completely. The other win condition is to just take all 3 points and then kill them off, and they have nowhere left to spawn, and you win the game quickly that way. So the matches are extremely short. I don't think I had a match last more than maybe 10 minutes at most. And that is awesome, by the way, because being a player of League of Legends, sometimes I get extremely frustrated if I am in a game that's just not going well and it lasts like 45 minutes and you're with a bunch of people that you're not enjoying playing with. That can be a big issue. And this game definitely is the case, because you may not notice it, but look here in a second, there's friendly fire in this damn game, because everything is a skill shot. Even healing people, I mean, it's a skill shot. You're shooting a beam out, you're trying to shoot a fireball at your enemies, boom, you hit your ally in the back, and you're on fire. Check this out, I'm on fire right now. I'm gonna have to use a water ability to put out the fire on myself. Now I'm like soaking wet. I'm gonna be vulnerable to lightning spells, but you know, I heal myself up that way. Now we're gonna use the death beam on him. Boom, look at that explosion. That is so cool. I love the little funny effects that are in this game. We're gonna be chasing this guy down. Looks like one of my allies used like a fire explosion. So there's a couple different ways you can cast a spell in this game. You can use a combination of elements. You can right click and it'll shoot them out. You can also do like a middle click and it'll cast that ability on yourself. So if you use like 3 fires and right click, you're gonna be shooting a flamethrower. Use 3 fires, middle click, you're gonna be using a big fire explosion AoE. Boom! Another cool thing in this game is there's a shield thing on here. You'll see the E button, and if I do like fire shield, I'll make this fire immunity on myself. Or I can do fire shield and then right click and it'll make like a firewall in front of me. And you can do all kinds of cool things. You can make like mines, you can make these little death mines that people walk over. There's so many awesome combinations of things that you can combine. Now, I don't think I do it in this match, but I later realized that in this current build, that fireballs are freaking awesome. You can do like fire, and rock, and then like charge up your right click and just whack. You'll throw out this big meteor and just blow people up that way. Definitely very easily counterable if people use like you know, fire shields, and then you can put up these little arcane bubbles that stuff will bounce off of. And there's a lot of different, you know, things that people can do about it. But in this particular setting, all of us are pretty new at the game, and we're all just trying out different combinations. You see me right now, I'm doing like a big AoE of death in like this red arcane thing, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, guys, this game is so cool. I'm really looking forward to it. Of course, it's very early, so there's so many things they can do with it. I mean, this game may look completely different, you know, a year from now. After, I don't know how long it's going to take them to release it. In fact, they don't even have a like a closed alpha starting until sometime next month, which I will get into, and I'll be able to do some more gameplay videos. Oh, did you see that? There's the death. He casted death on me, came up and hit me for like a quarter of my health, but I've been getting healed by one of my teammates here. And I believe that guy right there that was healing me and throwing out the fireballs, that is Force SC2 Strategy, or whatever his name is. Yep. So a lot of really cool YouTubers out there making some videos on this. You guys might have noticed if you're following a few other people. And overall here, let's see, I'm going to be using my speed right now. We're going to be going, we've got all 3 points, so we're about to win this game. Just have to kill off the last person unless he takes this, and there it is, victorious. We just won the game. And so as far as minions in this game, it's not really minions that you have to farm. You don't level up, but you did notice that little goblin looking guy running around. When you capture a point, you get like 1 goblin, and he'll kind of follow you around. They do decent damage, and it's just a way to have enemies have a little bit more to worry about. But that's really all I've got for you guys. Now, it's super early, and it was just a quick preview event. Hopefully you guys are as excited about this game as I am, and I'll see you around for more coverage next time. I'm Colby Cheese. Peace out.